Now called Abbey Quarter North Passage, is the folklore among the residents of the surrounding houses. The houses themselves were built in the 1940s, and so as to not incite the fairies, rather than any historical preservation imperative, the local council placed the circular passage mound in the centre of a traffic roundabout. Almost as soon as the new residents moved into their houses, reports began of strange experiences involving the fairy mound. People would claim that when crossing the circle of standing stones, they would find themselves exiting the circle at a different location than the one which they had intended to use. And often with unusual time differences and anomalies being reported. People and animals would cross the circle and claim to simply vanish and appear in another part of town. Very soon the locals were in no doubt that they were living in close proximity to the fairies. The local Catholic Church soon became concerned about all this talk of fairies, and in particular the locals talking and acting as if they were still living in pagan times. So to address this, in the holy year of 1954, a stone crucifixion scene was erected at the site. The local residents were forced to pay for it by the Catholic Church. Amazingly, the church had wanted the original monument removed, but fear among locals meant that they could not get anyone to do the work of removing it. The parish priest who oversaw the project, a Father Collins, even had great difficulty convincing local workmen to remove a hawthorn tree or fairy tree sited at the centre of the circle. Despite some residents complaining of dire retribution by the fairy folk for doing this, the tree was cut down and the monument went ahead. Almost immediately, 3 young men from the neighbourhood died suddenly and under tragic circumstances. Locals were in no doubt that the fairies were responsible. To this day, the residents in and around the ancient temple of Abbey Quarter North still take time to respectfully acknowledge their non-human neighbours, as they are well aware of the angry fairies